Yo, welcome back to the Red or Blue Pill channel, people. Thank you for returning subscribers and members. What we do here, if you are new, is we react to the most disturbing and creepy videos from the internet and we go through the latest. If you like what you see, don't forget to sub up, turn on the notifications, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. With that being said, let's roll.
Video is for entertainment purposes only.
So you mean to tell me Area 51 is on fire and nobody asking what they really burning? You mean to tell me the most secret base on Earth just caught on fire by itself? Yeah, all right. Y'all, something weird is going on. Y'all do not understand what the hell is taking place right now. So many things is happening all at once. 30,000 acres are on fire near Area 51, y'all. So they say this fire started on July 4th, y'all. They said lightning came down, scoosh, and started that fire. And it's still burning currently as I speak. So with all this going on, people online are saying the government is trying to burn evidence, y'all. That's why the fires is happening. I don't think that's the case. Here's the part that got me thinking. There's not a lot of coverage on this. This don't just burn it in silence, y'all. Like, what? So then you got people online that's talking about the fire when it started over there beside Area 51. They captured what appears to be an orb or an alien, y'all. Now, I don't know if it's an alien, y'all, but all I know is if you wanted to erase something real quick, a wildfire would do the job for you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Area 51, probably the most high security place in the world, happens to have a fire. I mean, what alien stuff is going on there?
This is the Matrix, my friends. They're all actors. They're all actors and they're all performers. There's a movie about that. I can't think of the name of it, where essentially, like, we don't realize it's just like one great play that's being put on and nothing in our lives is real. And that's how I feel about politics. Like, these are just bad faith actors that are either blackmailed or have been brought up through the ranks to do these sorts of deals when they have power to make people think that they're voting these representatives into office. Well, he gets that done. And then it's 2017 and Emmanuel Macron is ready to run for president. And he's able to raise a ridiculous amount of money to do this. I'm talking a record-breaking amount of money to do this. And you're never going to guess who gave him this money. Oh, the individuals that were linked to the deal, the General Electric deal. Oh, well, if he did that for us when he was the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Economics, well, you can only imagine what he'll do for us when he's president of France. Anyways, the most vocal and consistent critic against what he...
Yeah, I'm semi-convinced that the whole world is a show. It feels very constructed. It feels like we're living in a real-life movie, which is bonkers when you think about it. And what I think maybe is the Bilderberg, the Bilderberg meeting that they have once a year, is they just come up with the script for the show. And then by this script on the show, in the markets whether they're going up or down. So you can predict how to make money, basically, if you know what's going to happen in the world. But yeah, that's pretty bonkers, isn't it?
Listen to this. You said a couple of times you believe in reincarnation.
Yeah.
Have you thought about what you might come back as?
No, I think we probably come back as ourselves, pretty much.
Some other form. Why do you believe in reincarnation?
Well, I don't believe life ends ever.
Yeah. So we'll always have you and your song.
Yeah. And I'll be back in a minute.
Do you agree with Willie on this point? If that is true and we do come back like reincarnated, and he says we come back as ourselves, what do you think he means by that? Okay, so before I answer this one, disclaimer, I do not know. But my best guess would be that reincarnation is a thing. I believe in reincarnation. And I think you come back, maybe it's like a family thing. You seem to be tied to your family, I reckon, potentially. So whoever your mum and granddads or great granddads, at some point you come back and it's reversed. So they're the parent, and then you keep going round. But I'm not sure exactly on that, or if it's not necessarily family, but the people that you're surrounded by. But people just know certain things in certain ways that they shouldn't do sometimes, and it's just my observation. I definitely think reincarnation could definitely be a thing. Let me know what you think.
Breaking news, everybody. President Donald Trump has now authorized the Attorney General of the United States, Pam Bondi, to, quote, produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony in the Epstein case. This is massive. This is something that we've been talking about for quite some time, and really a power to the grassroots. And thank you, President Trump, for listening to the American people. Let's keep our eyes closely on the story. President Donald Trump says, quote, I have asked the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval. This is massive, and credit to President Trump, truly. So keep an eye on this story. Keep an eye on our channel. We're going to be updating you guys in real time.
Okay, so is there a list or isn't there a list? Or what does this mean in simplified terms? Please, someone translate.
Well, get more aggressive. Yeah, the tariffs are going to go on and other sanctions go on. Should Zelensky target Moscow? Should Zelensky target Moscow? Should Zelensky target Moscow? No, he shouldn't target Moscow.
What in the hand, foot, and mouth is going on there? Yeah, I think the point we're trying to make here is the information that we've given doesn't quite add up with the old pyramids. You know what I mean? You look at it, you can tell we ain't built that. And the information they've given us, definitely know we ain't built that.
Ms. Maxwell's in jail for 20 years. The whole country is saying, release the files. That's what Donald Trump said. That's what J.D. Vance said. That's what the Attorney General said. That's what the FBI director said. And now suddenly they want to sweep the whole thing under the rug. Why don't we have a real hearing with real government officials talking about the government and talking about a real investigation with the real problem?
Do you know what? This could just be a massive test. This is all central casting. This is all fabricated stuff that you see. And maybe it's a way to see the response from people, to see how much they can get away with, to see if the people are waking up. Maybe that's what it is. Because he's just said a real government, not one like central casting. But yeah, maybe they're just putting stuff to see what they can get away with and see how many people actually think, hang on a minute. No, there was a list. Now there's not a list. Doesn't make sense. Someone's arrested for it, but there's no list. That doesn't make sense. And maybe it's a test for us to be like, no, you're wrong. And maybe that's what it is, to see how many people are actually waking up. And then maybe we will shift into a lot better world. Who knows? Yeah, it's all going on with the natural disasters, people. I'm not going to repeat it. We've gone over this a lot. So let me know your thoughts in the comments of what's going on in the world with the weather. What in the UFO's going on there, people? That is Hong Kong, 1995. That looks like some legit tape right there. And I have no explanation other than that's a UFO, y'all.
Let's talk about Rihanna. For many years, people have speculated about her involvement with the occult because of pictures like this, one-eye symbolism like this, and here, don't you know it, more and more. Quite literally, if you look up Rihanna on Google and that phrase, you will find a lot of pictures of this. Here in this photo, we literally see her wearing an upside-down cross logo that eerily states "Control Minds." Rihanna's promotion for her album Anti, though, is some of the most out in the open stuff you'll ever see. First and foremost, throughout the video, we see this, which again is the one-eye symbolism and the eye of the pyramid. Throughout the diary, as she calls it, we also see her in a bathtub, which we know is extremely occult in nature. Here's a picture of a party she threw promoting the album Anti. You see the checkerboard floors and all the red. It's very ominous, you know. In the beginning of the so-called Anti-diaries, we see Rihanna as a child and what I believe to be her being baptized into the occult. Roll the clip. In that last clip, we literally see her go from light to dark. She starts in a white dress and then she's led over to the dark side, which coincides with the entire outfit change and everything's dark. We also see these gentlemen pop up behind her, which is extremely ominous. Later on, we would see her don the crown, aka fully embracing the dark side. Here we see her walking into an office and we see horns in the background as well as some Egyptian stuff over here. Then we see this lady smiling, pointing her to the left, which is generally referred to the wrong way to go. She also has some Baphomet symbols right here on her desk. We also would see the child version of Rihanna going like this, which is a vow of silence. At some point in the video, we also see this pop up, which talks about a beautiful young girl who ends up entering the void. By far, the most eerie thing about it all is this last scene where we see Rihanna walk back into the bedroom where the scene started. And now there are two innocent children lying in that bed. This stuff isn't all just random. It's all extremely symbolic, and they're putting it right in front of our face. Wake up.
Yep, there's symbolism everywhere. Pretty sure they are saying that all superheroes are connected, probably like the fallen angels, maybe. I think that's what they were saying. Let me know what you think. I ain't too sure.
That is a robot. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, that's not human.
I'm from outer space, I got Milky Way for blood, evolution in my veins. I'm gone, I've been far away, I'm a nobody and I'll make them move story waves. I've been breathing in my fire for a long time. I had a vision from the place they want to call inside. I'm officially gonna get away. I'm your future, past and present, I'm a fine line. Yeah, I'm a listening of this illusion. I'm not really here, I'm an intrusion. I don't swim on stage, I just flow. I don't need money, I need room. When I move, it's in a quick rumble. I won't ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Way down, I won't set, carry no come. When I
Just my opinion. Illuminati, No, I don't think it is. I think it's the Freemasons, for sure. I think that's the one.
It's been all over the internet that the Earth is suddenly spinning faster. There's been enough going on this year. How is this going to affect us? Starting in the 1960s, scientists started measuring the precise length of days using atomic clocks. Now, the average length of those days are 86,400 seconds, or 24 hours, but it fluctuates quite a bit. Even things like earthquakes and El Nino events can actually alter the length of a day by a tiny bit. Or when ice at the top of a mountain melts and Earth gets a little bit skinnier, it's like when an ice skater pulls their arm in and spins a little faster. But even with all of those fluctuations, the average length of day is 24 hours. This summer, there will be quite a few faster days, but by less than 2 milliseconds. And we know this. These aren't the spontaneous ones. And that's because on those days, the moon will be further from Earth's equator, which changes the gravitational pull, and Earth's spin speeds up. But it's not permanent, and these aren't predicted to break any fastest day records, and it's not noticeable unless you're an atomic clock. The truth is that the Earth has never had a stable rotation, and there's no reason it should. On the larger and longer scale, Earth's rotation is actually slowing down because the gravitational pull from the moon slows us down. In fact, 27 times we've actually added a leap second to make up for the slower spin. The last time this happened was 2016. The Earth doesn't care about our clocks. It's moving and shaking and speeding up and slowing down and melting and blowing wind and traveling through space. And we're okay.
Yeah. You can say whatever you want about the Earth spinning, how it was all going, what's supposed to be going faster, slower, but I'm telling you right now, time has sped up. It is literally like you wake up in the morning and it's the evening within a few hours, like literally a few hours. I'm telling you, time has sped up.
And why does NASA own part of the Grand Canyon? Make it make sense. Why does NASA own part of the Grand Canyon? What are they hiding? What is it they don't want us to see? Make it make sense. I tell you what, they don't want us to see those hieroglyphics. Yeah. They don't want us to see those other civilizations that live within the Grand Canyon. And my theory is, what if the Grand Canyon is the entrance to the inner earth, Argartha? Make it make sense. And they don't want us to go over there. Yeah, what if the Grand Canyon is the entrance to Argartha, the inner earth? And that's why NASA owns part of the Grand Canyon, so we won't go over there. Make it make sense. Get in the comment section and let me know what you think. Why does NASA own part of the Grand Canyon? I thought it was just rocks.
Yeah, it is bonkers. I really want to go through the Grand Canyon, just like Antarctica. Like all these places that are closed off, we should be able to go and have a look. Like, have a look, see what's going on. There's got to be something to it, isn't there? Like, why we can't go there.
They got her. Sandra Bullock. They got her. Look right there. They got her, dude. I ain't gonna believe this, man. Before we talk about the movie stars and stuff, look, check out Tom McDonald, man. Look at him chilling. This is in 2018. And no, it's not AI. Anyways, what do y'all think about that, huh? So back to Hollywood, dude. Khloe Kardashian. Have y'all seen this picture of her hands yet? I want you to look closely, man. Look how white, how pale it is. It's not a glove. That's nothing like that. You look at her face. Come on. What if I told you that Jay-Z, P. Diddy, and LeBron might know something about this? They might know a lot about this. What do y'all think they were actually thinking right there in that very moment? Also, look right there. You see him? Same one that's always in the background. Who is he anyway, huh? You know, you see things like this right here, Jay-Z. What are you drinking, Jay? Yeah, what is he drinking? What is that? It must be some kind of wine or something like that. What do y'all think? I got distracted, dude. But yeah, with Sandra, man, yeah, there's something that's fixing to blow y'all's mind that just happened, dude. But I can't. I'm going to post part 2, okay? So just follow whatever part 2. Yeah, I'm fixing to post it right now as soon as I post this one. So yeah, they're going to be side by side. This is crazy, man.
Yeah, vampires. This is a real thing, people. I think. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right.
They're not running. They're just leaving. All of them heading south. It's the silence. Even the birds. It's like the whole forest is holding its breath.
Someone fucking explain to me how a fucking waterfall works. Where does this fucking water come from? It just unlimited water comes down forever. And then you might say, oh, it comes from like a lake or an ocean. What, there's an ocean on top of the fucking mountain? Where the fuck does this water keep coming from? Oh, is it snow melt?
what in the world is going on there? I literally cut half of it out because it was just a standard ovation going on. Like he got up from the seat, he was like, "Whoa!" I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea. But it is the end of the show, peeps. So thank you for watching. Appreciate the support. I'll see you again tomorrow.